Hello and welcome to your biological science combined class. I am Professor Febres, and the purpose of this video is to guide you through some more details that will make sure you are successful in this course. Let's go ahead and start navigating the course. You guys already saw my welcome video. So you press this current video which I am making. The first thing you need to know is that everything about this course is highlighted on the syllabus. You can go there. Um, One thing you may want to notice, this is all your coursework throughout the whole semester. It has the due dates right here and the times. The times will be by the end of the day. 11:59 p.m. Let's go ahead and get started with the required text, which is the What is a Life Guide to Biology. We need the fourth edition. When you guys go to the bookstore, they will sell you the access code for the Launchpad. I don't use the Launchpad activities or assignments, I should say. All of my work is based on Canvas, like the quizzes and the exams are on the Canvas platform. But if you guys want to expand your knowledge by doing the activities and the practice exams on the Launchpad, that is actually good. It'll help you deepen your knowledge on the concepts that you need to learn for this course. Uh, so what that means is that the Launchpad is good. If you have it, it'll help you actually learn better, but it is not required. If you have a textbook, a paper copy of this book, for my course, it will be fine. Now let's talk about the lab because this is an required component for this course. And I want to make sure that towards the end of the course, no one runs into not having completed this important part of the course, and therefore you will not get a credit for the course. This is the 4 credit course. This is a combined biological science lab, therefore labs are required. The only difference between this online course and ones in which you get to go face to face is that these ones you do the virtual labs. There's an advantage to that. Virtual labs, they always work. You always get good results, so you won't have a problem with that. The face to face labs, they work most of the time, but sometimes you don't get accurate results. Um, you notice that when you register for my course, you did not have to pay for a lab fee, but you do have to pay for gaining access to these virtual labs. The platform that we're going to be using this semester is called the Hayden McNeil Lab Simulations. You will also get the access code. I think you can get it through the bookstore, but if you are not able to go to the bookstore or whatever, once you gain access to the first lab, you will be allowed to register for 2 weeks without any cost. After those first 2 weeks, um, the access will actually close. And at that time or before then, you would need to have that access code to continue to have access to this lab. Once again, this is a required portion of the course, so you have to purchase this. I believe you can purchase it online, not sure about that. Uh, but I also know that the bookstore is also selling the access codes. The instructions on how to register are right in here. Like I said, I'm going to go through it real quick, but the initial lab will actually give you the link to go into the site, and then you follow the instructions to make your account, and then you go ahead and complete your first lab. Um, and I will guide you through that in a few minutes. There's a couple of things I want to make sure that we go over. There is the no-show attendance deadline policy. Valencia is becoming very, very strict with that. You are required to log in to this course, and not only log in, but to complete some kind of work prior to this date that is in red here, January 14, 2020. For me, all you have to do is log in, review the syllabus, send a or email me, letting me know that you read the syllabus and that you understood it. But in addition to that, you will see that on the welcome module, there are two required attendance assignments. One is a discussion forum in which you are required to introduce yourself to your classmates. Uh, and then the other one is the registration for the Hayden McNeil Lab Simulations platform. Those must be completed prior to January 14, as it is stated in this policy. If you don't complete those by then, you will be withdrawn from the course. And make sure that you guys know that withdrawal policy is there. March 20 is the withdrawal deadline. Um, Hopefully, no one will have to do that. And then after that, you have, I mean, there's the grading policy, in which highlights all of the work that you need to do for this course in order to be successful. I also showed it to you at the bottom of this. I mean, you can just go here and you will have the same thing with the due dates and deadlines. But it also, here is the schedule. You may want to make sure that you follow the schedule. One thing I want you to notice is that every week has a lab that is due. If you look at this week, we're starting with the lab registration and the introduction to lab simulation, which it guides you through how these virtual labs will work. You will see they're really cool. If you are into the virtual kind of stuff, you will feel that you are in a lab setting. So these are very, very, very detail oriented. They're very easy to follow. You are going to like it. I recommend it to you. But do notice that every week this course has 15 weeks, so you have 14 labs for the 14 weeks that you're going to be actually taking this course. The last week, of course, is the final exam week, which I'll talk to you about in a second. But one thing I want to bring to your attention is that if you look at this lab, is supposed to be completed from January 6 to January 11. I will leave it open all the way to January 18. Because these labs are time consuming, I'm going to be very honest with you. And so, in case you're not able to complete them by the due date and time, I'm giving you a little bit of extra time. Um, and I will do that with all other 14 labs. Bottom line, all of the labs must be completed by the last date, which is April 18, no later than April 22nd, 2020. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the exams. If you notice, also every week, starting next week, you either have a quiz or you have an exam due. Quizzes are like open book, open note quizzes, meaning that you can use your book to answer the questions. One thing I recommend is once you click the quiz open, if you want, you can actually print the questions on the quiz and walk through them. If you notice, quizzes, they have a window of all of the assessment, the quizzes and the exams, they have a window of 1 week, 7 days. And so what that means is that once you open the quiz, you can actually don't submit it, but you can print it. You can work on each one of the questions. It can take you 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Once you have all the questions, then you go back to your Canvas platform, you enter the answers, you submit it. The exams are a little bit different. The exams, even though you have access to them in a 1 week window, once you click the exam open, there is a timer. You only had 2 hours to complete that exam. So it is like if you were going to take an exam on a face-to-face section, um, you can still use your book to help you answer the questions, but bear in mind there are 50 questions in every exam. you will not have time to look for every single answer. Therefore, you are recommended to review your work prior to taking the exam. It is okay to maybe find the answer to one, two, five, 10 questions, but you will not be able to look for the answer to every single question. So you do need to study for these exams. Really quick, before I run out of time, this class or this course is actually delivered by modules. You will see module number 1, which is here, is the welcome module. You have the required attendance activities and the lab right there. When you click in it, just follow the instructions to register. Every module will unlock at the beginning of the week. My weeks run from Sunday to Saturday. That means assessments, quizzes, and labs are due on Saturdays by 11:59 p.m. And so the next module will open on this Sunday. Um, um, I do one thing that you guys need to know is that please read the policy for makeup work. I do have a makeup work policy. I will let you guys read that. That will come towards the end of the course, and you will get an email with more details about that. Other than that, you are not required to come to campus for this course. It's strictly online. The final activity for this course is a final essay, which it will be due on April 22nd, and the instructions for the topic and what to do with it were open about a month prior to that. Well, that's it. Um, Once again, I am Professor Febres. I hope you guys have a wonderful experience in learning through this biological science online course. As of right now, I am the only one who teaches this course with virtual labs at Valencia. I know there are other professors that are going, are following behind me. But if you guys have any questions at any time, please do not hesitate to email me. I will try to get back to you within 24 hours. I will actually email you during the week with more information. Uh, um, until then, just have fun. And I'm sure we'll be emailing back and forward throughout uh, the whole semester. Good luck and have a good day. Bye.